Hey guys, this is Daniel Dr. D, and I'm going to give you guys an overview on the Klipsch The Three. I've had this unit for several years now, and I've been wanting to finally get something out on it to help those out who are curious or interested in it. Uh, it's primarily used as a Bluetooth speaker, so you don't go into this with like the critical listening in mind. That's not necessarily what this is intended for. It's really for music that's already compressed that you're not going to get great sound out of using like higher end speakers like the Klipsch Forte, for example, that I have it sitting on. The mechanics of it is it got a 5-inch woofer here. It's got 2 1/4 inch full range drivers here, and then on the side it's got 5 1/4 inch passive radiators. And it does have a phono stage on the back you can switch to, or if you want to use the line stage. I don't like the phono stage. It's really bad. It was worse than Spotify was, which is already compressed. So that should just give you an example how bad it is. So you're going to want to use a separate phono stage. I recommend the Ship Manny. It's the best in my opinion. And then at that point, you would be using the auxiliary feature here. There's USB, and then there's the phono stage, and then the Bluetooth. So to use these features, you just switch between here. You got your on-off switch, and then you have your stepped volume control. It does have a remote. It's in a drawer. I don't have it in this review. You can see it online. It's no big deal. But I seldom use a remote. Like I say, it's for something playing in the background, for that kinds of music. The wood finish on it is fantastic. They say it's a veneer, but I don't know. I'm a wood craftsman, so usually you'll see a grain against the regular, regular grain on the top. So, and it goes against it. So it's kind of weird. It looks like it's an authentic piece of walnut, but I really don't know. It's deceiving for a woodworking guy. I'm struggling to tell if it's real, but the fit and finish is absolutely beautiful. The newer model has a, forgive me about this dog, he snores. And they're just really loud animals, these English bulldogs. But the new one has a nicer grill on it, and they didn't have that at the time, so the newer one has that. And I had the Klipsch The Two. If you can spring it, get the Klipsch The Three if you're debating on the two. I had the two. I gave it away as a gift to a friend of mine, but I tried it because I was curious about it. And I highly recommend it. If you can spring the extra money for the three, go from the two to the three. I also had the Klipsch The Sixes, if you can believe it. And that's in an old video footage, archival video footage. I may be able to pull it out. But I actually like the three over the sixes, even though the sixes were two different separate monitors. And the sixes didn't produce as full a bass as what this did. The bass is just astonishing. I think it's rated down to 45 hertz. But it just defies logic based on the size. I think the size, this thing weighs about 10 pounds. It's about 13 and a half inches by 8 inches square, roughly. And yeah, what can I say? I mean, I'm not going to use a fancy turntable I have. Like I got a $500 needle cartridge on there, and I'm not going to play Boston on a cartridge like that. It's just those recordings are so badly compressed, and so that's the kind of music I'll play in here. If I'm going to play them through the Fortes, I'm going to use a CD player, but I don't want to waste needles on bad recordings. It's just not the point of using good needles. So that's the kind of music this is great for. Casual listening, stuff in the background, you're not doing critical listening. That's what this is going to be for. And like I say, the amount of sound this thing projects defies logic. I mean, it will fill this whole room. And like I say, the bass, it's like it matches what I get from the Forte. You would be shocked to hear that, And this thing's got a 12-inch passive on the back, and this one has dual fives on it. But man, what a unit. And highly recommended, reasonably priced for what you get. It does run only on AC, so you're gonna have to have, it doesn't have like a charge plug or anything like that where you can charge it and take it out remotely somewhere. So it does have to be run with AC power. Also, I've never had any dropouts with it on Bluetooth if you want to run Pandora or Spotify or whatever through your smartphone. And I don't recommend updating these things. You get these people obsessed with updates, and then they have problems with them, and then they're like regretting it. Don't fix what ain't broke. That's my philosophy. The lower the tech, the better it is, the more reliable it is. So That's my philosophy about it. Anyway, I hope this review helps you out. We'll be back at you soon with something special coming next.